Hi, everybody, and welcome to the School Community Profit Pathfinder Hot Seat. For today, Adam McCullough is joining me, and we're going to be hot seating a couple of communities to try to help everybody figure out, what the best plan of action is to get our communities moving and take advantage of the growth boost that's happening on School right now. Because it, Sam Evans was saying they're just hitting on 1%, and it's already doing so much. And we have Gwen here with us. We're going to be, I'm part of Evelyn's Grow With Evelyn community. I just want to make sure everybody understands where I'm coming from when I'm going to be talking about some of these things. And she is the person who's in charge of ads over for School on Meta. So when she talks about these are the things you need to look at with your community, that's the perspective I'm coming from. It's kind of like if Evelyn talks, I'm listening because that girl is like, she's got it going on. So, with that said, I'll let Adam talk for a few minutes.
I don't need to talk. You have literally just said everything. Everyone, obviously, everyone in your own community knows who you are. Anyone who doesn't know, Jill is our newest resident expert. Yeah, Jill Hart. And obviously, you know who you are. And most people here, I think, already know who you are. So I don't really need to introduce you. But for anyone watching later on a replay, you have the community client acquisition for coaches. But we or I refer to you as the Substack Queen. So, and you've already said what we're going to do today. Hopefully, Shasta will join us. We're going to dive in with your fabulous new tool that that when I saw you demonstrate it 2 or 3 weeks ago, I just thought this is so simple but so brilliant. And just so you're going to showcase and demonstrate that tool for us as well, if we have some time after we've used it to deep dive these two communities. And then we did promise that anyone else who joins this live will also have access to be able to use that for themselves later on to troubleshoot issues in their own school and highlight what can be done to increase conversions, reduce churn, get lots, increase engagement, and whatever the health check determines. So
Excellent.
that's it. It's all yours. Over to you, Jill.
Okay. So Neva likes to remind me that she's recording everything. Um, oh, hold on. I got stuff popping up everywhere. All right. Okay. So I think maybe we should just go to the tool first and let's all go through it together and then we can look at our communities and I'll also go over what Evelyn says about the growth boost and we'll look at the communities. We'll start with Evelyn's or Gwen's, I'm sorry. And then any other people that want us to look at your community, we'll look at your community and this is not going to be Jill says. This is the information we already got. What does everybody think? Okay. So are we all good with that? I believe in masterminds, not like guru standing up here who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
Me too.
Okay. So here's the link to the tool. Hold on, I got to get the link first. And then I'll put it in the chat and we can all go and play with it. Just have to find you guys again. And we need to go to the chat. Come on, chat. All right, so here's the link, and everybody is welcome to go there. It's heartlifecoach.com/SPPP, which stands for Substack Profit Path.
Nice and
So
easy.
yeah. All right. I will share my screen. And does somebody want to have me use them as the guinea pig? Just
Yes,
shout
me
out.
please.
Okay. Is that you, Gwen?
Yep.
Okay. We will use you. I have to hit start over. Okay. Come on. Start over. It probably would just be easier if I just do paste right in there and do that. And everybody can see this screen, right?
We can. And your
Okay.
307 tabs.
Shh. I'll close a couple of them there. I need all the other tabs open because they're actual communities that we're going to go look at. All right. So Gwen,
Yep.
let's see if I can find your. See, I told you I needed this tabs open. So it's the Divorce Survival Guide or Divorce Survivors Club. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of copying and pasting here. And your community, is it free, paid, or is it freemium?
Oh, are you looking at my Skool community, not my Substack?
Yes, Skool.
Okay.
This is all about Skool today.
Okay.
Did you mean for me to look at your Substack?
Well, I presumed that was what was going to happen, but no matter.
You did say Substack.
I did say Substack. Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
meant
may have meant
Skool.
school, but you said
Well, I'm all about
but
Substack all the time.
yeah, but Skool's good. No, I'm okay.
Okay. So you have a hybrid school community. This is to help us with Skool, take advantage of Skool's boost that's happening right now. And so I did a mastermind on this, and Adam was like, "Oh, this is so cool. I love your tool. So let's play with it in my community." So that's why we're doing this. Is everybody good with that? Are we
Yep.
okay? Okay. All right. So you have hybrid, or is it free? The one, Gwen.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
What are you asking me? Sorry.
I'm asking, is your community free, paid, or is it a hybrid of free and
It's
paid?
free. It's free to join.
Okay, perfect.
I've just changed it actually
Is
to
there a paid
free.
option in it?
Not right now.
Not now. Okay. And you have under 50 members, 50 to 200 members? It's
I've got, I think, 15 members.
okay. So we're under
I'm
50.
finding it very difficult to get members.
Well, this should help you.
This
That's
Okay.
will
what
help you.
that's what
This is
this whole
exactly
tool
why we're
is.
here.
Okay.
That's what this tool is all about. Okay, so you don't have any monthly recurring revenue because you don't charge for anything. Primary business model. What's your primary model over there? Is it membership, courses, coaching, products, sponsorship, or something else?
It's modules in my classroom.
Okay, courses. And then
Course.
right now, what's your number one goal? To get more members, to get those members more active, to build revenue, to increase retention,
Well,
positioning, or to simplify?
I think once I get more members, then maybe they'll start being active because right now there's only one person that's active. And then I can get into getting paid members.
Okay. Um, you might even find that you want to go paid right away. You may be surprised with what's going on with the growth boost. You'll attract the right kind of people because the growth boost, that whole point of the growth boost is that Skool is running ads on Meta for our communities.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to like try to find all the people yourself. Um, they'll find them for you. But they do want you to try to find people too, though. So how is your community positioned? Let's just do copy and paste of your about page. Back up here and we paste what you have. Is everybody else kind of working along here? Yeah. All right, and your branding.
I wasn't working along, but I think I'm going to.
You should work along.
Yeah, we haven't done our own community. Let's do it.
I'm working along.
Okay. It's gonna. Okay, so I can remember where I put it. And then we come over here. We're going to upload a screenshot. A lot of just waiting on my computer. Open. And next. And what does your classroom look like? Let's answer a few questions. So do you have a clear start here in your classroom?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. And how does the content feel? Just right? Too much? Not enough? Do you have a lot in your classroom? Do you have a little bit in your classroom?
I have a lot.
Would you say it's too much or would you say it's just right?
Well, I think right now there's too much on the grieving side, how to work through the stages of grief.
Mhm.
And there should be more about finding yourself afterwards.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we'll put too much for now. And then what happens when someone joins? Let's just do a few questions. Do you have a welcome post? Do you have a welcome
I do.
DM? Welcome
No, I
post?
don't DM them. I just welcome them on the site.
Okay, and you have a start here. Do you have an intro thread?
A what?
An introduction thread? Like a welcome start here?
No,
Do you have weekly events in there?
no. Well,
Do you
why not? Because I think, well, it's only 15 people and they're not um, communicating. So how am I going to create an event if nobody's participating, if you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. So you got a weekly event, you got challenges, rules, and pinned resources. Any of those
I've
things
got
apply?
I've got rules. I
Okay.
don't have resources, but that's on my horizon.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a map of where you are right now so we can give you some ideas about where to shift the ship. Okay, so can the right people find you? How clear is your community's category? I think it's very clear. It's about divorce. Um, are your name and description keywords optimized? Do you have your keywords optimized in your community?
Um,
Have you added keywords in your community?
no, where do I do that?
Okay, so if you go over to your settings in your community
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
there. Yes, I've set that up. Yes, I have.
on Discovery, can you highlight those and copy them and stick them in the chat so I can drop them in here?
Jeepers.
Uh,
How do I do that?
uh, uh,
Hold on. Let me see. Um,
if you just roll your cursor over all of them,
do I go to general or discovery?
Discovery, and then
Okay.
all your keywords will be listed out, and you
Yeah.
should just be able to highlight them all and then copy them and paste them into the chat.
Ah, you're so clever. Okay.
Been
Hold
around the
on.
block a
Oh,
million
shit.
times.
Where are you? I've lost you.
We're down in the bottom tray. There'll be a little zoom button. If you click on that, we'll pop back up.
Oh,
Do your apps show up at the bottom or the side of your computer or at the top? Wherever your apps normally show up.
Zoom. Well, there's a little thought speech bubble. Is that
Yes.
it?
Click on that. Did we pop back up?
No, it says Zoom virtual agent. Wait.
No, we don't want that.
Okay, let me go back to, I'll rejoin you. Shall I do that?
No, you're still here. We can still see you. So
Oh,
all that's happened is that this window has minimized somewhere. And usually it's in what they call the
Google.
tray down at the very bottom of your computer screen, where your browser icons are and your folders and what other browser apps you have.
Ah,
Or we're in a tab. Do you have a tab, a Zoom tab that maybe has a speaker that's going?
no, it's got all sorts of things about how to.
Um, you're on the school tab, or not the school tab, you're on the Zoom tab, um, which is not where we are. There,
Oh, look. Let me rejoin.
okay, well, I have to bump you out then.
Okay, wait. Um, it says get started. No, open my notes. Is that it?
Mm-mm.
No.
There's just going to be a little blue button somewhere that says Zoom on it. It's a real tiny. The Zoom is real tiny.
Oh, shit.
Where on your
Join a
computer?
meeting. Ah,
No,
oh
you're
no.
already in this meeting.
Hmm.
If you're looking at your computer screen, Gwen, it's okay.
Yeah.
Um, where do your browser tabs, or not tabs, but your browser um icons show up? Like, what browser do you use?
Where does my browser icon show up? I don't know what you're
Does it
talking
show
about.
up on the bottom? Is there like a little search bar on the bottom? Do you have a Mac or an Android? Maybe I should ask you that
I've got
first.
a Mac.
Oh, well, that's part of the problem. Anybody here use a Mac?
Okay, I'm going to rejoin.
Okay, I'm going to send you out so that
Okay.
you can rejoin. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to remove you. Um, okay. I hope she comes back. I just don't know that much about Macs.
No, me neither. Me neither. So just while we wait for Gwyn to come back, I was following along
Mhm.
and I got to the brand stage. And it might just be I'm not sure if there's a little glitch where it says, what does your branding look like?
Yep.
And I said, paste what I have. Pasted
Can you
the
not
About
hear
Me
me?
page in. Oh, is she back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello again.
There you are.
I've just posted all my things that you asked me
Okay.
about, Jill.
Thank you so much. Okay. So you tried to paste it? Did you?
I
You
did
actually have
in
to.
the chat. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
I
answering
just
a
jumped.
question for
Yeah,
Adam.
I just jumped in, Gwyn, while you were just rejoining, and I was just having a little issue when it came to what does your branding look like? Paste what I have, and then it just gets stuck on the next. I click next, and it's just got it. It's just grayed out with a no entry kind of sign
Because
over it.
probably at the top, if you clicked hybrid, maybe one of those other buttons, because I ran into this problem.
Yeah.
One of those other buttons didn't actually take. So just,
Okay. Oh, okay. So I've gone free, 500 to 2,000, monthly recurring revenue. Zero. Primary business model coaching. What do you want? More members. And then next. And then paste what I have. I popped in the about me page. I don't know if there's
does
any
it,
special characters it doesn't like.
um, did you upload the image or did you just try to paste it?
No, I just literally pasted the about page, just the text from the about page.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, carry on with Gwyn. I will just try a few things because it might just be a little glitch.
I would just like
I might try.
push those buttons one more time
Yeah.
because it did happen to me and I just had to push the buttons.
Okay.
How often, Gwen, do you post outside of your community? Is it
I
daily? Are you
post.
doing daily notes?
I've got a YouTube channel that is a bit of a puppy at the moment, but I've got about 5 videos on there, and
Mhm.
and I post on my personal Facebook page, and people like it a lot, but they don't bloody join.
Okay, so are they doing this daily or weekly? Are you doing this daily or weekly?
On Facebook weekly.
Okay. And do you run public events? Do you do like workshops or anything like that?
No, I don't. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. And then how would you rate your discovery traffic? Low, medium, high, not sure.
Not sure.
Okay.
In fact, low, because you can see where people join from, and they don't join from discovery.
Okay. So monthly visitors to your community page under 100
Yeah.
and visitor to member conversion rate. Do you know what your conversion rate is?
No, I don't.
If you go over to settings and you go to the dashboard, the main
Yeah.
page, it'll tell you what your conversion rate is.
Okay. Okay, but I'm not going to do that now. Otherwise, I'm going to lose you again.
Yeah, okay. We're just going to say it's probably between 15 and 30%. I'm going to
Okay.
imagine. Um, and then member growth trend, you're growing, you're flat, you're declining.
I'm growing, but very slowly. Thanks for
Oh,
joining yesterday, Jill.
oh, yeah. I'm actually really excited to be there. Growing trend or your revenue trend it's not applicable because you're not like
No.
charging anything. Overall activity level is low, you said, and then
Yeah.
retention. Do members stay?
They stay. Yeah.
They're just not active.
I must just say there are two people who joined from Facebook,
Mhm.
and one of them is actually sort of semi-active, but they're not doing anything. And I've been DMing them and saying, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to help you? But they're not responding.
It's okay. It- how active is your community? How often do members post? Not you.
No, there's only one person who posted a few things after she joined. But
Okay, so we're
apart
gonna
from
go
that, nothing.
almost never. And which of these do you already run? Do you do challenges, leaderboards, shout outs, live events, weekly prompts, or spotlights?
No.
None of those? Okay. You have so much potential with this community.
Uh, From
That's the
your lips,
goodness.
darling, from your lips.
No, it's true. Your community is in a space. It's situated in a space where it's really there are a lot of people that need it
Yeah.
and want it. We're just gonna it'll work its magic. Hold on just a second. Okay, how many paid offers do you have right now? How many places are do you have do you have paid offers? Let me ask it that way.
Um, Paid offers.
Mhm.
Well, I don't even know what you mean by that. But every module has a price attached to it, except for the Start Here one.
Okay, so how many of those do you have? Quite a few?
How many modules?
Yeah, how many do you have like, how many offers do you have available? Ways for
Um,
people to pay you in your community?
um,
Would you say one, a few, or many?
many.
Many. Excellent. This is really good news. So how clear is the path from member to customer? Is it really clear? Is it somewhat clear, or is it unclear?
Just ask that question again.
How clear is the path from member to customer? Is it clear, somewhat clear, or unclear?
You know what? I would say somewhat.
Okay. And what happens when after somebody joins? There's a structured path? Is there some
Well,
guidance, or do you have nothing set up yet?
no, I just welcome them and say, please share your journey, where you are on your journey.
Okay, so you have some guidance. And
Mm.
then do you want to describe your offer to buyer journey, or do you want to just let this skip this part and we'll go to the next part?
Yeah, please skip it. Yeah.
Okay. I think that is. Okay. So what's your biggest challenge right now? Not getting members, members aren't active, not making money, your classroom is overwhelming, I don't know what to improve, my conversion rate is low, people join but disappear, or something else.
Do I choose only one?
Yes.
I think the first one.
Okay. Reveal my growth path. Doo-doo-doo. Did you get that to work, Adam?
I have, yes. Yeah. In the end, I went down a different path and I took a screenshot of the classroom page instead.
Okay.
In fact, I think what it done, it had actually moved on because the first one was about me page and the second one was classroom, and I thought it hadn't went. Anyway, it was user error, I think.
Okay. Well, good to know, but sorry.
So,
Sorry, not sorry, as they say. I'm glad it wasn't the tool, because
there you go. Tool's good.
user error is lots easier to fix. All right,
Well, I don't
so
know
I'm
about.
going to download this, and then we'll talk about and I'll send you a copy, Gwen.
Thank you.
Time for bed.
So
Brush your teeth. Put on pajamas.
your path is ready.
And sleep tight.
Go ahead and save that. I'll just leave that over there. All right. So it says your current stage, your foundation, under 50 members, no revenue, low visitor traffic signal. This community hasn't yet solved its core visibility and problem clarity problem. Your biggest bottleneck is insufficient discovery traffic. With under 100 visitors and no public events, almost no one is finding the community in the first place. The conversion rate is healthy, 15 to 30%. So the problem is reach, not the offer. Which is a great problem to have because you can always solve the traffic problem. Conversion and offers are a little more challenging. So most members, strong retention and clear niche. Most members who join and the divorce separation niche is specific enough to attract a motivated, self-selecting audience. And then your highest leverage money move is to launch one weekly public event to drive discovery. And when we talk about a public event, it's not in your community. This is like go live on Substack, go live in your in a Facebook groups, um, talk about it, set up some mechanism. You know how I have them monetize your mission masterminds on Thursdays?
Yeah.
Those started long before my Skool community, and they're open to everybody. It's just a space where I make available experts, and also I talk about Substack, but I used to talk about other things. It's a weekly event that I share with my list. I share in all my socials. It's like just the gathering place. And if you had something like that for the divorced community, the newly divorced community, or the multiple divorced community. I think you would find it's an easy mechanism to get them into your school community.
That
Does that
is
make
such a
sense?
good idea. Mm,
It's Substack makes it so easy because all you have to do is go live.
okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Um, and we'll kind of talk about that tomorrow. I know we have a conversation set up. So, zero discovery touch points, visitors can't find or sample the community, launch one weekly live event, uh, unclear paid path, multiple offers with somewhat clear purchase path, loses warm leads. So, you want to have one clear next thing for people to do in your community. So this speaks to the client journey again. You have a
yeah.
start here, and you really need to DM everyone who joins your community. You don't have that many people joining yet, and when you get more and more people to join, you might want to look at a CRM, a customer relations thing that there's a bunch of them on Skool. And Adam talks about gooses all the time, but it's just a way to automate some of this stuff. But you don't have to do it up front. You can wait until your community is growing enough that it warrants it. So what you want to do is DM everybody that comes into your community and tell them, "Hey, where are you at?" And ask them one simple question that pulls them into a conversation with you. Don't tell them to go to the start here place. Just say, where are you? When did you get divorced? Tell
Mm,
me your story. And
yeah.
then you're in conversation with them and you can move that conversation into the community. So when you welcome them, you know a little bit about them, and then they feel like they're part of the community and they start to meet other people in the community,
Mm,
right?
great idea.
And then um no discovery, traffic visibility. We're going to talk about that in just a second. You have a really good cover. It's it's bright, catches people's eyes, but it's not too busy so that people can't really see it well on their phone, which is like the main mechanism. We're going to go through what Evelyn said about priming our communities so that they can send meta traffic to it. So that part will get fixed if you fix a couple of these other pieces. And if you go live once a week, the beauty of like the mastermind that I do, it also creates content for me. I do the
Mm,
podcast. The podcast creates content for me. So I have the mastermind and I have, two podcasts that I drop on Substack. Um, so that's three pieces of really big content that I have each week that it's pretty automatic, but it also drives people to coming into the community. Um, and then I do other pieces. But you could do that. You go live on Substack and then creates a YouTube video for your YouTube channel. It's also content for your Substack, and it's drive into the community, and you can talk about it on Facebook, and then you're like everywhere, and people are coming because they want to be part of it. Make sense?
yep, absolutely.
So I think the biggest piece of this is that you need to have some clear entry points for people. Um, do something that generates some content and has a big reason for people to come and join. And then the next step is to have a clear path between joining and then what to do next and how to purchase something from you.
Okay.
That makes sense for them. Okay.
Yep, I hear you.
All right. I will save this and send it to you. And so you can, we can, we download it as a text file. So you can read through all of the parts of it.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. All right. Did everybody else go through this? as well?
I'm partially through going through. Evelyn's got her hand up, so I guess
Can I
you
just
did.
quickly ask Jill? Can I just quickly ask you a question, Jill?
Yeah.
Did you have a look at my discovery words that I posted in chat?
I did. I plugged them in. I needed to plug them into the
Oh, okay.
tool. That was
Thank you. Sorry
where I
for
was looking for.
interrupting. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Evelyn, go ahead. Adam can wait.
I can wait. I was just
Okay, so
it don't matter.
I've
I'll
downloaded
wait.
it now. I just have to find it.
Okay.
Okay. School community growth path. Um, Current stage monetizing. Community has members, retention, and a paid tier structure in place, but generating zero revenue despite defined offer path. Biggest bottleneck. Paid offer value is not compelling enough to convert. At $9 and $33, the premium tiers lack visible, specific value differentiation that justifies upgrading from free. Members are staying but not paying. Plot is so clever. Which signals the offer clarity and perceived value gap is the true bottleneck, not traffic or content volume. Should I go on?
What does this say to you? What are you taking from it?
It's perfectly clear. I mean, I heard somebody say, I was in that summit that you were sharing,
Yeah.
what kind copy, whatever.
Mhm.
And she said nobody's going from free to $9 a month.
Not
And
unless
I
you
was
give
like,
them a compelling reason.
exactly. So yeah, so that's kind of where I am, is like figuring out what's the compelling thing that people are going to pay for.
You help people
Um,
with crafts? Is that
Yeah, I'm an embroidery artist.
it?
I
But you
do
do
hand
meditation.
stitching. Yeah. So it's mindful. So it's using the hand stitching process as a mindfulness uh, exercise.
And what are your what is your offer?
Um, it is so I am pardon me, I am designing some patterns, some embroidery patterns that
Mhm.
will have an image and a quote on it. So it's
Mhm.
offering that. So each $9 um, premium member gets a free pattern each month and a monthly call, a video call where we'll stitch together. I have been a part of several different communities where we just gather and stitch together. It's been knitting,
Huh?
but it translates.
Mhm.
Yeah, so things like that. And for VIP, it's a more advanced pattern, like for a project rather than just, an embroidery
Mhm.
pattern. So yeah, it's product and it's contact with me, time with me.
Have you had conversations with Claude or ChatGPT about closing that gap?
No, not yet.
That might be your next move. Um,
This has been helpful in um putting language around that gap. Like, so yeah. Because
okay.
this is a different animal than Substack, right? I
Oh
have
yeah.
two publications on Substack. I have paid members in both. Like it's a whole different um vibe over there.
It is. And really Skool is like it's the community
Hmm.
offer delivery space,
Yep.
whereas Substack is more like a relationship membership sort of driver.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, okay. So that's what I was thinking as I was reading through what Claude just gave me, is that
mhm.
I will pull some of the suggestions out of it and create a prompt to get it to give you some feedback on what I can do to boost it up.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. All right, Adam.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
absolutely love this tool. When I've seen you use it, and it gives such a good, literally a list to work through that week. And I'm pretty confident if you guys just literally say, I'm going to do nothing else, going to just focus on running through this list, then you're going to see results for sure. I think it's really valuable. I have just gone through all the details on my own machine and just hit for the results. Then it told me to log in, and now it's gone back to the beginning. So I'm going to have to enter the information again.
sorry.
So I think maybe it pays to be logged into Claude before you run the app. That's my
Yeah,
advice.
you definitely
So I
have to
don't
do
know
that.
what my results are. So, and I noticed that Dar has joined since we went live. So I don't know if Shasta doesn't turn up, then maybe Dar might like to take the hot seat. Also, we've got a few others. Lyara's here as well. But
You're calling
so
me out, aren't
welcome
you?
new members.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dar.
Hi.
Did you go through
Just
it?
calling me out because he knows I'm game.
Yeah, totally.
I'm actually running your thing right now. I'm trying to put all my stuff in it, but on the side, but I haven't gotten everything in there yet.
Okay. While you're doing that, let me run through the list of what Evelyn said. Um, it's basically 3 tips and a little bit more. I'm gonna pretty much read this to you guys. I apologize for just reading, but um, it's really important. So she says, these are her Growth Boost tips. Lovely Grow with Evelyn members. If Growth Boost hasn't kicked in for you yet or has slowed down, I have a few important tips for you, and they are sorted by priority. Tip number 1, update your banner. Ideally validated with ads until you have one that gets you sales from Meta. You can check out the positioning challenge to see how to do it, and she also gives lots of details in a stream that she'd done the day before. The single most important, impactful thing you can do right now, if you can't run ads right now, just please update your banner still once a week. Excuse me, not more often than that, because they go through and they pick up your banner. Now, the next point about that she did make was that your banner image, which is that the banner is the image in the right-hand sidebar, needs to be the first image on your about page. So the people that are looking at meta ads, because that's the image that they're using for meta ads, and that image is the image that's the first image on your about page, that image is what mobile phone users will see in the ads. So it's important that they're both the same, that they're both really clear, that they don't have any tiny letters or words on them, so that it's easy for people to actually look at it and see what they need to see what your community is all about and be drawn into it. And then tip number 2 is to go from free to premium, or upgrade freemium to paid with a trial. Now that they've made significant progress promoting paid communities, they're adding a focus on freemium. Now, also with the freemium community, instead of having to send people to the plans page, they'll get the opportunity to just upgrade with the upgrade button instead of just the settings button. It says upgrade over in the sidebar. So they're really pushing people in freemium communities to make it easy for them to just upgrade in your community. And then linking your socials. And this is really important. Sam Ovens talks about it in the last school news thing that they did. And if you're making educational reels and YouTube videos, um, it, they're really good long-term assets, but you need to make sure that you link your YouTube and Instagram to your school bios so that the growth boost can pull from them, because they will take those video shorts that you're making and plug them into the ads. They're testing a lot of different angles, and so long as you put your YouTube um, about page link, like skool.com/ the name of your community / about, that needs to be in all of your socials, and it needs to be front and center. And if you're running YouTube videos, it needs to be the first thing in the description of all of your videos, and you can do a bulk edit and just insert it in there. It really does make a difference. People will click through that. Um, and make sure your classroom is pretty. Add more images of you and make sure that the growth boost has stuff to pull from, not just from your banner images, but also they'll look into your classroom and pull images from your classroom covers. So again, she encourages us to make them pretty. So one area that I need to address also. And make sure you have a good profile picture, one that's clear. And so you have a variety of images of who you are. So they have stuff to work with. The more tools we can give them to pull from, the more chances there are to win. So that was basically what she was talking about in these boost tips. All right, Tracy, let's answer your question and then we'll get back to Dar because it looks like she's kind of finishing up there.
So I actually did make it through, and it went like completely fine the whole way through. I didn't have the troubles that other people are seeming to. And it was really good. I like what the advice was. It's really actionable. So I was pretty excited. My only problem is the download. When I download these text files, it's like really like super confusing to me, and I can't follow it. And it just, I don't know, maybe I'm just old, but when I at a certain point, and I could have sworn that you were the one that told me to do this, I have some code in my interactive tools that downloads it pretty much the way it looks on the screen at the end, so it's all pretty. And that's just way easier for me. But that could just be me. Everybody else could be fine with it, and I will.
I was just tired of you have to copy and paste.
Oh no, it'll download like the prettied up image.
Oh.
But anyway, so yeah, I did want to say too, the point you just made about having a good profile pic, that is like when I was going through the YouTube stuff with, what is his name?
Yes.
Des, thank you. When I was going through that, he told me to do that same thing there. And apparently that's a really good way to build authority. So as you said, there are no gurus here, so I thought I'd just jump in with a couple little.
Yeah, yeah. Pile them on. The more we can share, the better. All right, Dar.
I'm downloading Claude. I didn't have it on my computer, so I gotta wait a minute. It's almost there.
Okay. You should just be able to use it in the browser.
It didn't go through. It made me start a download it.
You should have, the way I understand it is that you just open Claude and then you have an account with Claude, but it doesn't have to be an app on your computer.
Oh, I've never had an account with Claude, so they're like wanting me to make one. So
That's the
That makes
difference.
sense.
Anybody else try this out and want to talk about it?
I'm still entering all my details now again because I didn't do it the first time. But
Christy, do you want to unmute
may.
and share? Sorry, Adam, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all right.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Christy was just.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm multitasking. So I completed mine and it said I need to focus more like on my visibility. And I know I spoke with other people, they said the same thing too as well. But I've been promoting through my Facebook account and Pinterest, and I'm converted because I already had a YouTube channel before school, so I have it in my bio for YouTube. So I'm just trying to convert, my videos into joining my school community.
That's the way to do it. Did it give you some pointed directions about, ideas for how to get traffic up?
Let me go back to it, Becca. Wait, it's logged me out again. Oh my goodness. I had to start over again. I didn't download it. Oh well, let me see.
Are you doing
Yeah, it started me all the way back over. Oh wow.
Did you not get the chance to download it?
No, I didn't.
Ugh. Sorry.
That's okay. I should have just did it from my computer.
We could always. Sorry.
I did it from my iPad.
Okay. Anyone else want to jump in too?
I've got to go. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thanks for being a guinea pig.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you tomorrow, Gwen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
my
Lovely to meet you,
is
Gwen.
making me start over again too. I lost all the information I put in it.
Jill, do you want me to go through my results?
Sure.
I have to do that. All right.
Sure.
Get to it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. So, sorry, I have to get so close to be able to read it. Okay, so I'll just go through the results. Says quick wins under 1 hour each. Pin a post listing exactly 3 things paid members get that free members do not. Add 1 sentence to the about page, who this is for and what they will gain. Write and post a welcome comment on every new member's join notification. Change your community description to the end with a direct call to upgrade. Post 1 member success story or result this week as social proof. And so I've done none of those things. So that's really good advice for me. Paid tier value stack. Define and display 3 to 5 concrete benefits exclusive to the $12 a month membership. 7-day ritual starter pack, guided free sequence that ends with a natural upgrade prompt. And that might be what I would do in, when you said do a free 7-day trial, maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Upgrade moment trigger, automate or manually send upgrade invite after members complete the starter pack. What not to work on yet. Do not add more lessons or classroom content yet. Do not focus on increasing post frequency or daily activity. Do not build analytics dashboard before the offer path is clear. 30-day growth path. Week 1, pin a clear upgrade post. What the upgrade means, unlocks versus free. Add 1 visible classroom module showing premium value preview. Post a direct CTA and welcome sequence linking to the paid tier. Week 2, launch a simple why I upgraded member spotlight or post. Create a weekly ritual challenge only paid members can submit to. Add upgrade reminder to every live event outro. I try to do that. Week 3, run a 48-hour founding member promo with simple urgency hook. Post a value stack breakdown showing $12 a month ROI clearly. Invite 3 engaged free members personally to try the paid tier. Week 4, review who converted and message them to learn what worked. Tighten welcome sequence based on what drove first conversions. Set public member count milestone to create social momentum. And then it gives me metrics to watch. MRR, first dollar signs the upgrade path is working. Visitor to member conversion. Rising means positioning is landing. Member post frequency. Any uptick shows engagement is unlocking. Your next milestone. Today, community has members and content, but no visible reason to pay. Heading toward building a clear, compelling bridge from free engine to paid membership. This unlocks first consistent MRR from members who understand exactly what they're buying.
Brilliant.
Do you feel that's doable?
Yeah, I do. I don't see, okay, now I got to get back into this little, okay, there we go. It was a tiny little window. Yeah, I feel like it's doable and it's a good path. I am, the only thing that I'm a little hesitant is like not continuing to add more content that like in the classroom, because it feels like I should be doing that ongoing.
It really, it gets to a point where it starts working against you if you have too much. And work
Yeah,
on
I
the
agree.
covers. Work on the covers more, and the way the first couple lines are set up in your classroom. You're what you want to do when somebody comes into your classroom is they want to know what the clear path is, and they want to just look at it and be able to say, okay, I'm going to do this, then this and this, and that looks interesting. But the path has to be really clear right up front. I have too much in my classroom, and I've had to like push the path up to the top, put the things that I want people to buy next, and then all the other stuff is down at the bottom.
So when you say the path, is that like going to be in the start here?
You're going to have the start here. That's going to be the first square. Then the next square is like the next step that you take. That's the thing that you want in step 2. So if you look at my classroom, it's start here, and then it's the Substack setup intensive, or not the Substack setup guide, the quick start guide. And then the next one is, I think, the audit, because that's the order I want people to do stuff in.
Okay, so it's not telling them, it's just putting it in the right order of the path you want them to go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just add something?
Yeah.
So Tracy, I see you've got quite a lot of content in your classroom already, and you have 74 members. So if you carry on creating more and more content, with not many people are going to see that yet. But if you switched your focus and did some of your, took some of your classroom content that you've already made, and then, for example, went into one of Jill's Monetize Your Mastermind events to say, I'm going to teach, we're going to talk about whatever, the energy and sound work, or whatever, one of your modules, and you just spent half an hour talking about that. It doesn't have to be Jill's. It can be anywhere. It could just be on a YouTube video or whatever, anywhere. And then just at the bottom, you say, if you love this, come inside our community. There's plenty more where that come from. And then that will start to grow your membership. And if you just did that every single week and just kept putting more content in other places outside of school to bring people in, that's the time when you then start to make more classroom content. So I guess you must have lots and lots to teach. I guess that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I do a weekly live event, and that sort of on Substack. And so that turns into, a video that I can post. And what I then do is I create an interactive tool. And the videos, and Jill and I have talked about this strategy a lot.
Yeah, of course.
The videos are in the free area, right? The tools are in a classroom that is behind the paywall. And so that's the spot I'm talking about, creating more content. because it's like the lives are great and I enjoy them very much, and they've been growing in popularity. But that is just sort of my weekly engine that creates more of that. And I have thought to myself that I'm going to rearrange the way that it works and take a lot of those individual modules that I have in there now and put them like as a part of a course, but it'll be more like I'm like, here's the library, right? Here's
Yeah.
the cafe, and make courses like that contain those. So visually, it doesn't feel like there's so much stuff in there.
Yeah.
It sort of helps categorize it for people to wander around. And that's
Yeah.
what my plan is. But that like, and so when I say more content, what I really am saying to myself is more content behind the paywall.
Okay. So more stuff to sell, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because and you know, it's like every week I get the new class and the tutorial, and that's all well and good, but it feels like and it's $9 a month if you do the year, right? And so it feels like to me there's only 3 tools in there right now. And it's like, well,
Okay.
you know, who's going to want to be paying an extra $9 a month to get these free tools? I want to be continuing to add so people as
You
they,
only have to do it like once a month.
okay.
You don't have to add them all up front. And it's a reason for people to stay. So next month we're gonna see something new.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been pretty much uploading them as often, like when I finish the tools, because it's been taking me like a week to build a tool, and then you know, got other stuff going. So
And you
sometimes,
need to talk about them in the lives. Like I I can talk about the ritual tool because I used it to do the moon ritual thing and
Mhm.
had all the fun out there in my pajamas in the middle of the night in my front yard. Um, but it's like that kind of stuff. You need me and others who are using the tools to say, "Hey, this tool was really cool," and you need to talk about it a little bit. And you can buy it. Join my community. Nine
Right.
bucks a month. It's just super easy to get access to it too. We have to learn how to make these things part of our conversation, not and not have them all over there on the side and people don't really understand what they are, how they work.
Right.
And the more that you get people to try them out and use and make testimonials about them, I think the more it's going to be. Bye, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Um, so a lot of it, I think, from this whole conversation is have have ways that you're getting in front of audiences every week. You just have to have workshops, masterminds, lives, whatever. You need to just get in front of people and you need to tell them about your community and about how they can solve the problems that they're seeking to solve by joining your community. And then everything needs to link to your community and you need to make sure your banners are right.
Yeah, I was also thinking about adding like a you know, magical Q&A, or like, because it's those casual meetings where I'm actually meeting people and making real connections. And so like that's the people, like that's where I met the people that I talk to and comment on in their communities and all of that kind of thing.
Yep.
And I think that it's just like the tutorials are great and people are showing up, but it's not how I'm really connecting. And I feel like that's missing. So I may just,
So you have a Q&A and you put it on your calendar in your school community and you do it on Zoom because school's Zoom thing sucks.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add that.
Yeah. Adam.
I am just going to say this tool is brilliant because I would share my screen, but I'm not going to. But
Okay.
so from all the examples I've seen, what I specifically love about this tool is that it's not just gone the same kind of generic rubbish for everyone. It is really specifically tailored. And this literally, I love how it's got my biggest bottleneck, the strength, the highest leverage money move, profit leaks. And then so I've not seen this on any other. Does it do this where it says quick wins under 1 hour each on other people's? I didn't
Yep.
see that. And that just every single one of those is something I will definitely get onto tomorrow. And they are really high value items that are actually going to work. I'm trying to find something just to be a complete, an arse and say that is rubbish, but actually it's all pretty good. But I was very specific and I did put in a lot of information. So I think it pays to really take your time to actually don't rush through it and actually put in, because it's like all AI, it works on the garbage in, garbage out principle, doesn't it? So if you put in all the facts and be really, really brutally honest with everything, then you'll get much better results. I'm just really impressed. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, time well invested building that.
Bye, Tracy.
Yeah.
And another little tip that you can do, because you can download it as a text file, I just copy and paste it into the AI that you work with all the time and say, how can I really implement this in a way that's not going to suck up my life to get the most bang for my buck in my own voice and have it. AI to me works best if I filter it a few times. I get a much better result at the end. Dar, did you make it through there?
Yeah, it's just finished just now.
Okay.
I'm just starting to read it, but I mean, I can read it to you guys if you want, because I have a food community, so I don't have like a money making kind of place. Yeah. And the money part isn't necessarily the emphasis for me. The connection part is. And so, because Discovery doesn't have a food category or a culinary category, I'm under hobbies, which sucks. Because
you're competing with Henry.
I'm competing with everybody in hobbies, not just other food communities. But I would rather compete with just food communities versus like all hobbies. You know what I mean?
I don't think you are so much now, though, since they've put in the Discovery keywords and mixed it up a little bit. If you've got all your keywords optimized, if you go to the Discovery page and type them in, you should pretty much be near the top there.
I am with some of them, but with some of them I'm not.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter. People will find you. Like, that's not the only way that people find you.
Yeah, but so it says where did I start? Your community growth path, current stage, under 50 paid members and flat growth despite decent visitor traffic signals. The community hasn't yet solved its core positioning and discovery problem, which I don't know how to solve that, but maybe it'll tell me as we go through. And then it says the about page leads with connection and a broad food lover pitch rather than a specific urgent problem it solves for a defined person. Visitors with 100 to 500 views converting under 5% confirms the message isn't compelling enough to justify paying, which I kind of see that, but I'll have to think about fixing that. Strong retention and engagement foundation, high activity, mostly members staying, and multiple engagement systems already in place mean the community delivers real value once someone is inside, which my engagement is usually between 55% and 84%, depending on what's going on.
That's good.
So I don't think the I I don't usually churn. I think I've churned maybe 5 people and I still have, I think, 48 right now.
What's your core promise, Star?
Huh?
What's your core promise? What is the thing that your community does? Why should somebody come into your community? I haven't seen your community, so I don't.
My community is about bringing culinary minds from around the world, whether you're a novice or a professional chef, together to inspire each other and to learn from each other. In that, I also impart my knowledge and how I'm just a home cook, but I've been doing it for a lot of years since
Bye,
I was a
Evelyn.
kid. So
Mhm.
I impart my knowledge on everything from growing to preserving and everything in between. So
Can I make an observation?
sure.
It might help you a little bit. Um, I, and this is coming from somebody who has cooked for a lot of years, lots of people and just a couple people. And I'm a higher end cook.
Mhm.
Um, I think you're trying to be too much to too many people rather than narrowing down to yes, you can help a lot of people. I can teach anybody how to cook, but a novice needs different information than somebody who's a high-end cook.
Right.
I like, really interesting recipes and you know, I my dad's a fantastic chef and I get all ginned up when I go over to his house because it's like it just like he combines spices and ingredients in unusual ways and comes up with these amazing meals. They're like lick the plate sort of meals.
Mm.
But that's a different level than somebody who's like starting out in a family or starting a family or a really busy mom who's like trying to deal with getting their kids to eat something, anything. Um, do you see what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think that you're
But
trying to arch that
well, the idea
that gap.
was to uh initially was to help super basic stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know how to shop. I don't know how to
Mhm.
get the best for my dollar kind of stuff. But then the community asked for a little bit more advanced stuff. And then I started bringing in friends that I had met on Skool, sort of as advisors more than I'm teaching them. But when there's a question I don't know, for example, Henry, I'm sure you guys know who
Yeah, I
Henry
know who Henry
is
is.
in my community. If I don't know something about bread, I don't know the answer, or I don't have a recipe off the top of my head, I always tag him and he tags in and says, "Oh, you just have to blah blah blah," because he's really great. But and we collaborate and stuff on things, but it there are chefs that are in my community are more advisors necessarily than they're learning from me. And as the community, I mean, because I've had the community going on 8 months now, and it's kind of evolved from the people that are joining are not the beginners, but they're
What are
not
they getting out of your
at
community?
my level. They get recipes, they get to interact with each other and learn different cultures and what they do with their food and how it maybe they can do things differently in the way they cook their own foods. It's more interaction with each other. And then I kind of spark things. I'll ask questions to get conversation going more than I'm like, this is what you need to do every day. And this is how you plan your meals. And this is how, I'm not like just throwing stuff at them. I'm trying to get them to talk to each other.
Uh-huh. So I know what Henry does because I've been part of his community for a really long time.
Right.
and actually like bake along with them. I love bread. He has the weekly bake along,
Right.
and he recaps it. And there's people on all different levels, and there's people in that community that don't bake at all.
Yeah.
But he has a set thing. And if you maybe had not so much a set thing, but a theme of the week or a theme of the month where you were like doing different communities, what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of us that join a lot of these communities out there, and we're not the target audience. You have to decide who your target audience is, not based on the people that are necessarily in your community right now. Who do you want to help? And target all of your stuff around that. And if you want to get to the point where you're actually either monetizing it or dominating that space, you have to get known for just one thing. I'm the place you go to learn about international cooking. I'm the place to go to learn how to get started cooking. I'm the place to go to figure out how to maximize your budget for nutritional food each week. I'm the place you go to learn how to preserve food each week. Not all of those things, just one of those things.
Right.
I see a little incongruence between what you've just said about all the people in your community and your about page. So the about page, and this is maybe because you started with that exact niche of like, I'm going to help people, you know, that are on a budget and they want to create really nice food with less money and all that kind of stuff. And your about page is really quite good and quite specific, although there is some weird characters on the top tick. I don't know if you can see. I don't quite know what that first row is.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so it doesn't format correctly on some devices. So I think it will definitely be worth looking again at your about page, and either making a decision exactly who your perfect one avatar is.
That
like
isn't
who
a
your
character.
person
It
is.
just says money saving there.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I haven't looked at it on the on there. It says learn to make, and then a little money bag, and then lots of random characters. Budget friendly home cooked meals. But yeah, it does sound like the people that are actually in your community are very different to the people you're kind of pointing the community at. So I just thought I'd point that out.
Mm.
And there's no right or wrong, and there's no judgment in this. It's just like trying to help you tighten it up.
Yeah. Yeah. No. See, this is why Adam threw me under the bus, is because he knows I'm all about input and what other people have to say.
Yeah, totally. And also, like, I know how passionate about you are with your Dars jars and like your amazing pickles and your jams and everything. I know you can do all that kind of stuff. So I was quite surprised when I go to your about page. I'm like, doesn't even mention anything about making jam or pickles or anything of that nature.
Right.
That you
That's
that's clearly your passion. And it's just kind of like, oh, learn to make food on a budget, which is great if that is exactly what you're doing, but maybe you need to kind of niche it and just determine exactly who. Yeah, if you appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one, isn't it?
I would lean, if you like jams and preserving stuff, and fermenting is another big space. I don't know if you're into fermenting foods, but that's a niche in itself, and it's a good niche, and it's a profitable
with a
niche.
community for fermenting. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably all she talks about, and it's monetizable. When you start talking about budget stuff, then you're getting into the people that don't have money, and they're not.
My community.
Well, yeah, that is a problem with your community, Adam, because you attract a kind of people that do not have money.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll teach them how.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's a thing. It's a space that really does need need to exist. There's a lot
Yeah,
of people that,
totally.
Well, I know there are other canning communities,
Mhm.
but I don't know how well they're doing.
doesn't matter. It's better to be in a space where there are people that are doing something, and especially this time of year, because stuff's starting to come in and people are looking
Yeah,
around for being parts of communities. And I'm going to put a plug in for Substack, because Substack is a great space for talking about what you're doing, more so than just in your community. In your
right.
community, you can have like, okay, this week we're making raspberry jam, and everybody show me your cool jars that you're going to use and your canning equipment, and these are some of the things you need to watch out for if we're making raspberry jam versus it's like Henry talks
Yeah,
about.
because like last week at the market that I did, gal was saying everything she cans comes out great except her strawberry jam. And she was like, how do you and she's like holding a jar and she's doing this with it. She's like, how do you make it gel? And I'm like normal? I mean, I told her how I did it and she's like, oh my gosh, that's probably what I'm doing wrong. So, I mean, yeah,
It's simple
probably.
things like putting the pectin in and the sugar in the wrong order will cause you
Um,
problems.
I think she wasn't boiling it long enough to begin with. Strawberry seems to be you have to boil the strawberries down a little before you even add the pectin. And then you have to boil it longer once you've got the sugar in than what it says to on the pectin box. And most people just don't know that.
I, I'm
Can
telling
I
you,
just
you could lean into this and you could model it just on like the same thing that Henry's doing with sourdough.
Yeah.
You could do that with canning. And right now it's jams and pickles and stuff. In the winter, it could be meat. It could be, just all around preserving food. It's a skill that most people don't have, or if they do have it, they're kind of questionable about some of the
Yeah.
practices that
I
they
had
use.
some of the people came to my booth wanted to know if I did classes too.
If people are asking you for something, it's your obligation to provide it.
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
school community, you have an audience, and you could
Right.
even do it live and just tell people, come join my school community. We do this every week, and we have a different thing that we do. And I don't know if your community does, like in my community, every now and then, like chicken goes on sale. So everybody buys the box of chicken and we all can chicken. So you got chicken for the year for a fraction of the cost. Um, and the same with just different things out there. Is this
Yeah.
making sense?
Yeah. So that's maybe where my community needs to go is to canning versus just an everything
Yeah,
kind of place. So,
yeah.
yeah, cool.
And I would name it Dar's Jars because I love it.
Yeah, that. So this is the story behind that name is for years, my friends are like, Dar, everything you make is so great. It's wonderful, awesome. Whatever. I'm just like, whatever. It's just canning. I've done it my whole life. I grew up on a homestead, so that's what you did. But
Mhm.
I have one friend in particular that is addicted to what comes out of my jars. And he actually literally in the last 2 weeks has bought over $200 worth of jars from me. So he's like super addicted. But he and his wife came up with the name Dar's Jars like 3 years ago. And they've been begging me to do the business since. And recently I've had some financial issues. And so I've kind of had to start thinking outside the box, so to speak. And this is the time of year that we have a lot of farmers markets here in Alaska. And so I just jumped in and started the side business. I already had things canned that I could sell. I made some more jam and stuff from berries out of my orchard and whatever, but it's gone okay, but
You
I'm just getting
have a
started with it.
big business sitting right there. People are
Yeah.
asking you for something.
Yeah.
Just
So
deliver it.
that's probably what I need to do is just
And I would lean
hook
into
it all
Alaska
together and
stuff
go with
for
it.
like You guys
Yeah.
hunt for your own meat, right? Like the
Excuse me?
people in Alaska hunt their own meat a lot of times.
I do not, but I do buy farm grown locally. I don't buy from the
I
store.
do canned stuff with it.
I more freeze it, but I do my own stock and things like that. So,
And
soups
and
and whatever.
all
Yeah.
kinds of
Can I,
stuff that,
can I ask a question?
yeah.
So, Da,
I'm
where
afraid
are you?
because you have that face.
No, you're afraid of my face. That's my haircut. So,
No, you just have that wily grin of yours.
no, so you, in your community, and you've got your Dars Jars thing, when you're like making all this batch stuff for your side hustle, as you call it, are you putting all that stuff in your community? Because you're creating
I
content
haven't
all
been
the
because I
time.
literally started Dar Jars like 2 weeks
Okay.
ago. That's
Are you
it.
serious? Do you
Yes.
have so much? I just thought you'd been doing that for like at least a year. You got so much stuff.
No,
But
only like the last 2 weeks.
okay, because all the time you're doing this, and if I mean only if it's your passion. If you absolutely hate it, then you obviously don't do it. But if you're actually, I would assume that because you're doing this, and and you're very, very, very good at it, then you could be, if you just recorded every single thing you did and had the camera on, okay, today we're doing this, you could literally, just by doing your side hustle, have all of the content you need for your school classrooms, for your school um, content outside to bring people in. You're creating
YouTube,
content that you could use for
Substack.
lives. Substack. You could write about your, the story you just said about the lady and your origin story of why you set up those jobs. All of this stuff, just 1 hour of content could be repurposed into lots and lots of stuff outside of the community to drive people into your community, and then before you know it, you'll have hundreds of thousands of £10 a month coming in. That's just my 2 pence worth there.
I
And
yeah.
and I'm really curious to know what Jill's tool actually showed you for the rest. And then I suppose we need to wrap it up because I've got to go to bed.
I'll send you a copy. I downloaded it.
Cool. Yeah. Do you want? Is there any points that you disagree or think that you definitely need to do with it?
I didn't read through it all because I was talking with you guys, but I'll read through it and I'll let you know when I send it to you. But yeah, I think probably my biggest thing is is like you guys said, it's not just one thing that people can grab onto and say that's what she does. And my other problem is I really feel like discovery is not my friend. But
It doesn't
whatever.
matter.
It
Let it
will be
go.
your friend. You label your community Dars Jars, and even if you have to
Pickling,
like,
jam it. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you tell the story that you just told us for your about page, you'll have people joining you.
I feel a little pivot coming along.
Yeah, probably.
I'm super excited for you. This
Yeah.
is like,
Because I have probably 10 core members that are in the community that probably 4 of them come in every day, but the rest of them are there enough that I consider them core members. And they have asked me about canning
There you go.
on and off. So I don't think they're going to freak out if I like
and
focus
if
on that.
they
They'll just
won't,
come along with me. So
everyone will come along with you. It's just like
they're your ambassadors.
yeah.
You'll see. You have $1 million idea. It's
Yeah.
it's really that big of a thing. And you could, Henry has a second community that he teaches people how to sell at farmers markets. So you could actually have a spinoff of this community, which is teaching people how to sell their products in the
Yeah.
marketplace. And
Yeah.
that is also monetizable.
Yeah, because here in Alaska we have cottage laws, but that's not always the case in whatever state you're in the US. And I'm not even sure what it is around the world. I know in Africa, for example, in Cape Town, they have to have a license, but nothing has to be inspected. And it doesn't matter what they're selling. It could be meat, it could be whatever. Whereas here, if it's meat, then it has to be inspected by a government agency. So
I had a goat dairy for a while. It's a lot less intense than people might think it is. So it's like,
yeah.
it's
And
it's
Alaska
doable.
has broadened the cottage laws to encourage local farmers because we are separate technically from the lower 48 is what we call y'all.
Mhm.
And everything's shipped in or barged in or flown in.
Yeah.
And if they can't get through Canada to ship it in through trucking, then we have to barge or fly it up. And so the governor and some of the other legislative people are trying to make us more self-contained or whatever you want to say. So they broaden them, whereas in like my sister lives in Tennessee, they've made them a lot smaller of what they can and can't do. And I'm just like, what in the heck? But anyway, good idea.
All right.
Yay.
We'll let Adam go to bed, and
No,
Am I
keep your mouth
showing? Am
super
I
off.
excited
showing?
for you.
It's only 9 p.m., but it's been a long day. I've had yeah, that's one of those days where I won't tell you the whole story, but basically I was playing with my drum sand. I was doing some work. I was making some signs with my drum sander, and it just spat a bit back at me. And I thought, oh, that just needs a fine adjustment here and a fine adjustment here, and then a screw came out, and then the whole thing, and then something else jammed, and basically I've just made a massive problem where actually it was fine. So I've got to sort that out tomorrow before I can do anything else. So yeah, that's life. Fix one problem, make 3 more.
Yeah.
It's all good fun. It's better than having a real job, eh?
This has been really great. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for reminding me, Adam.
That's all right. Yeah, no problem. It's very last minute, as always, because yeah, that's just how I roll.
Yeah,
Like, you got 9 minutes. Get inside.
do
And I'm glad
it.
you could. Yeah, I'm glad you
I'm
could
really
go
glad
in.
that you did, and I'm super excited for you.
Yeah, well, look for it. So I probably will change it in the next couple weeks. So
Okay.
I look forward to seeing that.
okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm right
right.
behind you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
You too.
Take care. Bye all.
Bye.